Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to Coverage Awareness Studios. I am your host, Justin Ames Gamache. You know, I've traveled across the West before. I traveled from Albany, New York to Chicago, spent 4 hours at the train station, and then from there spent 3 days, 3 whole days, traveling from Chicago to Emeryville, California, where I picked up my ride from Emeryville to San Francisco, where I stayed for the entire weekend, and I enjoyed it. It was a 2 week vacation, basically, on that trip. And within that trip, I've learned that people are not what the mainstream media say. That people are more looking for ways of living. We all strive for the same thing. As being human, we all strive for the same thing. That is security and safety. We all want those same things. I went through communities that absolutely knew nothing. And now I can understand why certain small towns in an area where I used to live was originally born from 1982. By the way, my birthday is January 1st, 1982. If anybody out there is interested. But if anyone out there is interested in my story, please follow along, subscribe to this channel. That'd be great because your subscription means a lot. So I was just thinking about a few things. And now when I do these live videos, it's going to be like suspended spontaneously and not going to know what is what. Because I'm still trying to process the information that I'm getting. So, think of this as an epiphany. I was sitting here one day thinking to myself, what the fuck does all this mean? We have people working long hours, they come home, they repeat it, their process, eat, sleep, drink, go to the bathroom, shower, get ready for work, go to work, drive down the same road, come back, and then they repeat it all over again. And they repeat it over and over. The same thing goes with the internet. I mean, the internet is a great thing, it's a great tool for connection, right? But on the spiritual journey, you're asking yourself, what is the internet? Did it really mean to get this big to where you can actually make a live video, post it on YouTube for as long as you want, and then proceed from there? You see, there's ways that, I understand there's ways that if you want to get views out there, you got to spend big money. You got to make sure that you're out there so that way if you spend money on advertisements and you're advertising your work, that you're going to get somewhere in life, right? And everybody thinks that working a job is going to get somewhere in their life. They're going to get $100,000 and they're going to have all this money to retire with. But in reality, in the reality aspect of working, you're not actually doing anything but just standing around at a machine all day. You're not learning anything. You're not exploring. You're not, you might be talking to your fellow coworkers, but that's it. You're just standing around on a machine all day or standing around stocking shelves, no communication, just minding your own business, living your own dream, but you're not really living a dream because you're still asleep. And then comes the internet, right? The internet kind of spins things around. People are buying things online. I can admit it. I think we've all purchased something online, right? Easy way to get money without having to go into a store to buy something. So even the era of technology has come to a screeching halt to where I can't even look up new technology that is coming out for 2023, 2024. New inventions. They stopped all that. I mean, you could still look at the CES. They still have those events in California. But in reality, there comes a point to where you're seeing things from a perspective that is brand new to you. Work doesn't mean shit. Owning a house doesn't mean shit. Owning a car doesn't mean shit. It just bogs you down. You're not having freedom having a house or a car. Now, I understand when you retire, you're going to have freedom, right? When you retire. But when you actually retire and you get that freedom, you're too old to take a walk. You're too old to open the door and live. Because, for God's sakes, you might have 10, 15 years left of your life, and you're opening the door to something that you wish you could do when you were in your 30s and 20s. You wish you could travel the world when you were 18 years old. You wish you could go on a trip and expect to do anything. A lot of people wish a lot of things. They dream it to the point to where if they can dream it, if they go to bed at night and they sleep and they dream about the one thing that they care about in this entire world, well, it's whatever from there. It's whatever aspects from there. And people in this world think that they can control other people. The thing is everybody has been indoctrinated into believing that you wake up, you might be able to get breakfast in, take a shower, go to work, do the same thing you do every day at work, making a corporation richer and you just slightly beneficial, because we got to make sure we pay our worker so they can have a happy life. But the whole year in 2020 has changed that aspect. Nobody wants to repeat the same thing in their life anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody wants that. Nobody. Not a single soul wants that. Now, why is this aspect? Why is this into the aspect of understanding how we are going to move ourselves into this world? I have no clue. And matter of fact, there's no hope for the human race. A human race that continuously works and works and works and works and continuously tries to compete with the other person next to them. There's no hope. No. We all want the same thing. There's no competition needed. We all want security. We all want safety. We all just want a place to live, a place that we can call home. And I could tell you right now, all the education I have learned over the past 20 years, and the things I've seen and traveling, I could tell you right now that politics doesn't mean shit in this world. It doesn't. Donald Trump means absolutely shit. Joe Biden means shit. The whole United States in a whole doesn't mean shit. A country doesn't mean shit. Because now that humans have populated the world as they plan to do, because the Bible says God has given us dominion power over land, sea, and air, and we shall populate this world forever, and we shall have our own rule that acts under God. Politics, politicians, bullshit governments. We act under God, and God is our leading tool. But they totally don't look at the notions of other religions who say the same thing, just in a different language. Allah means God. God means Allah, just in a different language. In all my education I've ever gone through, the things I've learned probably outweighed the most from all the jobs that I've had. The last job I had, I was a teacher. And I'm not going to tell anyone where I was teaching because it's really none of your business. But I was a music teacher and I was enjoying it. I did that job for 5 years. I enjoyed that job. Teaching young minds to learn music is everything that I could ever imagine. But then something happened, an awakening occurred. I was still going to college, by the way. And I started in college in 2003, kind of backed out a little bit in 2003 because I was trying to do something, because I wanted to be able to pay my taxes or have my taxes set. So it was about middle of 2004, I started at a community college where I ended up until 2008. You know, I've said this before many times. I'm going to keep on telling the truth because the truth can be repeated, but a lie cannot. And while I said, and I'm saying the truth, I should only have to say it once. And I don't mind reiterating anything. I went to college. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm also not ashamed of having physical birth defects with my left hip, and hoping one day that everything will be okay. I went to the gym. I worked out. I still try to work out. I can't run anymore. I'm 39 years old. And I was born January 1st, 1982. Technically, I would be 40 years old. Sorry, I take that back. So I'm a 40-year-old man who just entered their midlife. I have no crisis here. And nobody out there is going to force a crisis on me for something I did not do. And I will fight this to a pulp. They pissed me off. They pissed me off royally. So, you know, all the things I've learned in college, from the community college from 2004 to 2008, or actually 2000, end of 2008, fall of 2008, 2009 in January is where I picked up for another college, earned my bachelor's degree just 9 months after, or sorry, associates because it was in 2009. I earned my bachelor's after the fact from 2010 all the way up to 2013. a Bachelor's of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. I earned my Master's of Education within just 1 year of that in 2015. I also earned a doctoral degree in education. So I'm a doctor in education. I could do whatever I want. I have the transcripts. If you're interested. Actually, I have the official transcripts right here. I'm not going to show you the front cover because it's really none of your business what I do with that part. But I did show you I have proof, official transcripts in my possession of that doctoral degree. Yeah. Now, what I do, you might find it online. You might find something online. I'm not going to stop. You think that you're going to predict my life? You're wrong. You're not going to predict my life. I had people tell me that I was predictable. Well, they didn't predict what I'm doing now, and they're not going to predict what I'm doing in the future. They have no clue what I'm going to do next. They just say, "You're predictable." Okay, fuck you. First Amendment said I could say, "Fuck you." And I have a right to swear. I have a right to say whatever I want. And your religious belief can go shove it. You could take your religious belief and shove it up your ass, twirl around it just a little bit more. See, I know the truth, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue on going. I'm going to continue on being the person that I'm meant to be and not the person you think I'm going to be. I am not going to stop. You know, individuals have pissed me off for a very long time. This is my time. So I will use YouTube. I will use LinkedIn. I will use Twitter. I will use my email. I will use Facebook, whatever I can use of Facebook. And I will not stop. But anyways, why you should watch this video, and you should watch this video, is because I myself have seen communities and people living together. I have been through the city of San Francisco, and while some people from their perspective say San Francisco is a shitty city, you shouldn't go there, we don't need you. I actually went there and I actually enjoyed every minute of it. And I'm going to go back. I have seen things that nobody else has seen, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't even bad at all. There's just people out there living their lives. Sure, every city has homeless. But you know what? It's not just the cities that have homeless population. It's the fact that your officials officials that you elect, put exactly what they want, what you want, or what they're saying basically what you want to hear. So, yeah, we could play the game. I don't mind. We're going to go on all night long if you want. But you're not going to win with me. Totally not going to win. And as simple as that, I'm out. I don't even know if this video makes sense, but I'm trying. Trying to make a documentary video of everything I do. See right there? That one right there is Honor Society certificate. It doesn't expire. In front of me, right here, there's another certificate from the NSLS, National Society of Leadership and Success. My degrees are all over the wall here. So I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop, like I said. There's nothing you could do to stop me. But I do hope that you come on this journey. It's going to be random. It's going to be weird. It's going to be awkward. I'm going to talk about things that are going to sound confusing to you. But I truly hope that you come here to learn and understand, because you can learn something on this video. Please subscribe. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.